Today we'll be working on the resistivity method. The resistivity method is a very useful tool when mapping resistive bodies such as dikes, conductive bodies such as ore bodies, and fractures containing water. This is very important in Africa considering the current water shortages and the rise of global warming. To set up the resistivity survey, we first have to plan the profile. Once we've planned the profile, we first put in the pins into the ground using the hammer. Once that is done, we take out the electrode cable and place the electrode at each pin. We then take the O-rings and attach the electrodes to the pins. Once this is completed, we can connect the electrode cable to the AfricaArray meter box. This is then followed by the battery, which is connected to the AfricaArray meter box. To start our measurements, we first will switch the AfricaArray meter box on. We will then select the new measurement, and since our profile is a 2D profile, we will use 2D multi-cable. We then go on to the new settings, and from there we set the file name, the locality, and from there we go on to the name of the operator. We set the date, and we have a section for the notes where we can write anything that is related to the survey. We will now move on to the profile number. We will set the profile number, the X location, the Y location, and we can see that the profile is increasing in the X direction, so we set those values accordingly. We then set the profile length and the electrode spacing. The distance we are setting is the electrode spacing. From there, we then choose the array that we want to take the measurements in. After this, we have S-min and S-max. S-min is the distance between 4 electrodes, while S-max is the distance of the entire profile. We then continue and set the pulse to 0.5, we leave it as is, and the same with the IP on the screen. On this screen, we see the potential, the stacks, and the error. We leave it as is with 4 stacks and 10% error. We then continue where the machine tells us the details of the survey, which is 2 layers and 7 points. And it tells us the measuring time as well. We then continue to measure now. From here, we turn on the battery, and this gives us the survey specifications. We then set where the first electrode is, and this is at 0 meters. We then continue as we have no electrodes which we would want to discard on the screen. From here, we keep our screen as is, and we start the measurement where we unlock the start button. Our equipment now checks the resistivity on each electrode. From here, we will be able to troubleshoot to ensure that the resistivity is sufficient for the measurements to take place. We then continue. From here, our equipment completes its measurements when it sounds off.